welcome to Casters and Cryptids, a metazoo tabletop RPG game titled Task Force Down. My name is Turmentic, lore keeper of metazoo. I'm joined with some absolute legends right here. To my, I guess it would be your left, my right, is our Veil Keeper, the one and only Dudley from Dudley's Den of Games. Brilliant man, best dungeon master Veil Keeper I've ever met. Next to him is Mr. Bats from Caster Society. You might have seen him at the Towers if you were able to go to those. Underneath them are the two crazy brothers, the Meta Bros right there. We have Johnny and Metacracks. And next to him, of course, last but not least, is Chris, also known as Dad Hat, also known as Room ESC on Instagram. Tonight, we don't unfortunately have Ian from Cardboard and Coffee. So once again, we're running it with four of us to actually see what we can do. We're going to keep this as a one shot, hopefully 2.5 hours or less. We have a hard out at 2.5 hours just because we really want to try to hone in on the one shot aspect of this. And super excited. I'm going to do a quick 20-second rundown on what happened on Casters and Cryptids, the second mission, and then turn it over to our Veil Keeper, Dudley. So if you did not watch last time, what happened is the four of us actually went on a mission, minus Cracks. He was not there, unfortunately. So the four of us went on a mission to Arlington, Virginia, in order to discover what had happened to Task Force 3. Upon getting there, we were attacked inside of the Forest Ranger cabin with some hat men. After I ended up actually attacking my party members in order to wake them up, we were able to escape, only to actually run across a Lechuza. After we defeated the Lechuza, we then came across Casey Jones, surrounded by nothing but a ring of spirits. We saw Cracks over all the way to the opposite end of the ring by a tree. I jumped on my horse, sped over there, grabbed him, threw him on the horse, and then all four of us hightailed it out of there, getting attacked left and right as we were leaving. We finally made it to the nice little Forest Ranger fort and then made it back up to Unity City, where we found out that technically we did not complete the mission the way that we were supposed to. And they were a little upset at us because we had to attack Magical Task Force 3, which had turned into Ruggaroos. So this right here, like I said, is the third mission. It is Task Force Down. Dudley, take it away.
It's a solemn afternoon. There's a light drizzle that is in the air as the sound of taps is being played over a bugle. Magical Task Force 3 is being put to rest. All of you are lined up at attention with your beasties side by side with you, representing those that went and attempted to rescue them and brought back the news of their fate. If there's anybody who would like to have any words to speak on Magical Task Force 3 before we offer the 21 spell salute, speak now. Marks, a very old man with a long beard and a tall pointed hat.
Well, I would like to just say something real quick, that it was unfortunate circumstances that Magical Task Force 3 found themselves in Arlington, Virginia. And as much as this is a heartbreaking time, I hope that the families of these brave soldiers that were protecting Unity City will actually rest assured knowing that because of them, we were able to find vital information in order to keep this area, this city, these people safe. So for myself and everyone here in the newly formed Unity City Army, I salute our fallen soldiers.
You're here.
Hey, yo, I've actually written a poem in their memory. Roses are red, violets are blue. My homies are gone. They died as Rogaroo. Gang, gang.
I'd just like to say for a minute that I didn't really know Magical Task Force 3, but I would have expected them to slaughter me with with mercilessly if I was turned into a werewolf. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not very good at the public speaking, but I feel like if I were a werewolf, I'd want somebody to smash my head in. You know? I don't.
Well,
I'm going to stand up quickly and come over and put my hands on his
You
shoulders.
hear some whimpering coming from a
down.
couple of females that are close to the grave sites as you make your remarks.
I'm sorry.
Just gently try to get him to take a seat.
I'll do it for you, bro. I would do it for you
Thank you.
if it ever happens.
I think that's all of our remarks.
So
I
you do
hope
have
it's all of our
29
remarks.
good days in a month. I mean, that's only one bad one. You really
Oh,
want me to...
7
Anyway.
casters walk up next to the coffins that are being laid to rest, and they raise their hands with fireballs brought to bear up into the sky, and the first round of 7 go off into the sky without any issues. Second round go off into the sky without any issues, and as the third one goes off into the sky, chaos erupts as there's a stray fireball not fired by one of the 7 soldiers that impacts Kane, as well as his Rougarous, or not his Goombaroos. All of them explode, leaving scorch marks on the ground as there is nothing but a charred cinder remain of your colleague left on the ground. People scatter in all directions, and several security members immediately shield the Rainbow Wizard as he is ferried off for safety and security, while soldiers scramble to attempt to establish a perimeter and seek where that fireball was issued.
I'm going to summon some water babies.
All your water babies are summoned. Everybody has their BCs already summoned. It was part of the display for the funeral.
Right.
Can I send out? Okay, sorry, I had to get a phone charger. Can I send out my foufalettes in order to try to investigate?
Yes, you can. Do you have a certain direction you are trying to send them in?
I have 10. I'd like to send them in the 4 cardinal directions and the 4 splits.
Smart
All right.
I'd like to send 8. Just
I wanna
from
send
where I'm
one-
standing out, like northeast, southwest, and then northwest, southwest, all that.
While
Okay.
he does that, I want to send one Napa Rebob straight up to look around.
I'm going to have the crabs surround our party and just kind of have the water babies outside of the ring of crabs.
Okay.
I'll do the same with my Kinderhits. Just big blobby boys blocking us.
Poltergeist in a triangle around me.
Dennis, you're going to see your beastie fly straight up in the sky, and then it's going to dart straight down towards the tree line just outside Unity City to the south.
Does it
Do
seem
any
like
of
it?
my foufalettes see anything?
Yes, it's reacting to something.
Okay. Is it going on its own will, or does it seem like it's going on its own will, or like it's being drawn in?
Like it's going on its own will. It's not being drawn in. You send it up with the purpose of investigating, so it saw something that it doesn't understand, something that seems out of place, and it's heading directly in that, specifically in that direction.
Hey, yo, guys, I think we need to go that way. It seems like Napa number 1 knows where he's going.
Yo,
10-4 on your tail. Let's go.
Dennis,
Follow
send
the
2 more
monkey.
after it and tell them to actually stay in the air, and if they see it getting attacked, come back to us.
Hey, yo, why don't you send one of your
All right, I'm gonna send. Actually, you
Your
know what?
thing.
I'm gonna send 2 of them. I'm gonna send a foufalette up after it, and I want it to actually monitor the Napa Rebobs that just went after the thing in the trees.
well, I
Okay.
only have 6 Napas, so I want to keep the other 5 around me.
All right.
I just want to send one as a scout.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna summon the other 9 that I have to me.
I'm going to start heading out in that direction. Not
Yep.
quite all the way, just about halfway. Cover the ground midway.
Follow you.
Yeah, whole party's moving with him.
Your Napa Rebob just got blown out of the sky by another fireball.
Ooh.
Dead.
Dead.
I'm gonna.
What
Can I
what
actually?
time of day is it again?
What's up?
What time of day is it again?
Mid-morning.
Good morning. Cool.
Can I actually sacrifice one of the foufalettes, the one that was closest to the Napa Rebob, in order to keep it from dying?
Sure, I'll allow that to happen.
Okay, I'm down to 9 food fillets. Get that Napa Rebobs back to you.
Number 1 to me.
It's going to begin flying back and returning to you. And as it is making its way towards you, 2 more fireballs are begin erupting out of the tree line, as well as a bolt of lightning. All of them miss, but they are aimed at your flying beastie.
Number 1, get low, get out of the air.
Oh, is there any other armed forces around us, or is it just us?
All the armed forces around you have scattered a little bit. They're attempting to establish perimeters, and the ones that aren't are completely concerned with Rainbow Wizard's safety and getting him out of this danger.
Are they taking care of the civilians?
The civilians have begun to scatter. They are also being ushered around by the other soldiers as well.
Okay.
That are establishing perimeter.
At this point, how far away is the Rainbow Wizard from that perimeter, that tree line?
About 350 yards from the tree line. He's about 60 yards away from you guys, heading further into the city.
Okay, you think you could still hear us at that distance? If I shout
if you yell loud enough.
Rainbow Wizard, hold on, man. This is getting serious, and we might need your help. You might want to just consider it 180 if, you know, the world is important to you. This goes beyond the moment, know what I mean? This is one of those moments in a life. You got to make it or break it, and we don't want to break the whole world right now. We really appreciate some assistance, Rainbow Wizard, sir.
Yeah, he's stronger than us. Why is he running away?
He's not running away, and he actually hears your call out and turns in an attempt to come and render assistance. It is at that point that another individual in a dark suit comes up and speaks frantically into his ear before he is ushered away.
I bet you there's another part of the city that's getting attacked.
I'm going to send another one of my Napa Rebobs. I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to send it to the mess hall to snag a banana right quick.
Okay.
I'm going to say, hey, yo, number 2, go to the mess hall, grab a banana. Trust me, don't eat it. Just bring it.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a food fillet with him just to help protect it.
Okay. It's able to make it to the mess hall and come back with no major issues.
Sweet.
All right, boys, what do you think? Do you think we should actually explore the city, or do you think we should go after the thing that's actually attacking it?
I think we head for the epicenter of this thing.
Attacked.
I think we head straight into the center of this thing and find out what's happening. That's just my vote.
All right, let's go.
My Rainbow Wizard.
You have your crabs, right? How many crabs do you have out?
I've got 4 crabs around us right now and 6 water babies.
What do you have out, Cracks?
I got 3 poltergeists. That's it.
All right, you have your 6 Napa Rebobs. What do you have, Stab?
6 Kinderhook blobs.
Okay, I'm gonna give 4 Stone of Protection to the crabs.
I like that. Yeah.
It basically 20 less damage from attacks and a 20 less additional damage from dark beasties.
I like that a lot.
All right, and then yeehaw, let's go.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw,
Hoorah,
let's
or
go.
whatever it is that they say. Hoorah. I don't know. What armed force are we? Are we Marines? Are we Army?
You're a Magical Task Force 6 out of Unity City that is not associated with the United States in any way, shape, or form.
Abracadabra.
All right.
It's
All right,
obviously
gentlemen, let's go over
abracadabra.
this gate. We got these things that we need to attack that's been attacking our city. So let's go.
MTF, gang, gang.
Boop. All right. So I guess we run. Is there a gate or anything over by where all this lightning and fire and stuff is coming at?
No, you guys are outside city walls. That was part of the big fear, I believe, for Rainbow Wizard is the fact that you guys are outside city walls proper where you were burying the dead.
Oh, that's right. We're outside of his sigil too. All right, that makes sense. All right.
Ooh.
So in what relation is there a veil around Unity City at the moment?
Yes.
And how much of a distance are we from it, from where we are right now?
Good question.
Smart thinking, Charlie.
Well, we might be able to use that to our advantage if we start getting like wrecked. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yep. That's our go to hell plan.
Right now, you're about 50 yards away from the veil.
And how far away was the lightning bolt and the fireball that we saw out in the woods from where
350.
we are?
Almost 300 yards, a little over 300 yards.
So
300.
350 yards away from the veil is how far we're going to have to go fight these things. Are you guys ready? It's going to be
Correct.
a hell of a run if we got to run back.
Hmm. Otherwise, we just follow Rainbow Wizard, wait for them to come to us. Is that what we're saying?
That's one of those two. This is the moment we got to decide: follow Rainbow Wizard or go after whatever it was attacking.
Hey,
Do
yo,
we
I like
wanna
having the home
be-
field advantage myself.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's
There's
fair.
one last thing. Do we want to be able to, take credit for this and be the heroes, or are we just going to give it to the Rainbow Wizard? Because it will happen. We will not even get mentioned if he's around. He could even die, and we wouldn't get heard of. No, that would be.
It's not
disparate.
about him. It's about the protection and the unity of Unity City. If you
Right,
will.
unity, all about it. Just want to make sure we weren't, throwing away our only chance for glory here. But okay, let's go
The
inside.
glory seeker. I love it.
Hey, yo, you can't have glory if you're dead.
That-
All right.
well,
So I
we'll
vote that
talk
we
about that
actually
later.
follow the Rainbow Wizard.
You can be a martyr though.
thank you, Stab. See what I'm saying?
I'm
right,
fine
we
with
all-
following the Rainbow Wizard if that's what you guys think is the better plan.
We'll go
think
with the
we
wizard.
should.
I'm with you guys. All right. I'll live to
Somewhere
die
with
another
Rainbow.
day.
Let's go,
I owe you
fellas.
my life anyway, Charlie.
Well, they might not be able to get through the veil, is what I'm thinking. And if the Rainbow Wizard is being ushered away by somebody whispering in his ear, then that's probably more important than whatever's on the other side of that veil.
Let's follow the rainbow.
All right, let's do it.
Can we
I guess
take
we all
our
turn and start
beasties
heading off
through
in
the veil?
direction of where the Rainbow Wizard is.
That's a
Are
good
we
question.
able-
Can y'all take your BCs through the veil, or
Are we
will
able to
they
do that?
immediately be
You can.
uncontracted? You can.
Time out. The veil, in essence, would have been designed for dark beasties, dark casters, things of that nature, to alert the Rainbow Wizard and the rest of Unity City of somebody coming through. Like for example, Sam actually finds Dingbell or finds Lucy with Dingbell inside of it, inside of Unity City. I imagine, there are other beasties that you actually see at Quimble's, the magical school. So I would assume that yes, beasties can exist inside of the veil. Same thing with Point Pleasant. There were beasties that existed inside of Point Pleasant proper with M's veil in place. So yes, as long as there's no ill intent, that beastie should be able to still exist.
Okay. You guys are able to follow back into the city and get to the other side of the wall with no issues. The fire that has been coming from the tree line has stopped, as there are no other beasties that are heading in that direction. There have been a couple of gunshots that have been heard in the distance from that same southern area from those that are establishing perimeter. You can't tell if they're laying down any kind of suppressive fire, or if they're actually taking shots at a target. Nobody has their radios with them at the immediate moment. As you guys make your way into the city, it is overrun with chaos. People are running in so many different directions. Nobody knows what's going on. For the first time since safety and security has been established in the city, it is now under peril and threatened. Everybody roll perception for me.
All right. Before. Total, or do you want number of successes?
Number of successes.
2.
I got 1-6.
One success.
1-6.
2 for me.
Charlie, Stab, and Marcus, you guys are able to barely make out the tip of the Rainbow Wizard's hat as it's moving through the crowd. And even as you see it moving through the crowd, you notice every now and then it seems to be ducking down and disappearing. Those of you that may have remembered the old country, this is a little bit reminiscent of whenever you had seen footage of one of the United States presidents or one of the foreign diplomats being attacked, their security forces surrounding them, trying to make sure that their body isn't vulnerable, protecting the head, protecting, center body mass. And trying to make your way through the crowd is going to be extremely difficult to try and catch up with Rainbow Wizard. But all of you do have a pretty good idea at this point that he's not being taken to anywhere else special in the city. He's being brought back to where his residence is to make him secure.
I want to send Napa Rebob #1 up a little bit above us to keep an eye on Rainbow Wizard.
Okay.
Just so we're following the right path.
Okay.
Is there anything off that we see around us besides, like, is there anything strange about the mayhem that we see? Anybody randomly standing? Anybody that looks malicious? Anything like that as we follow?
You are. Ooh, that's a good question. Roll your perception.
All right.
No, roll investigation.
Okay. Ooh, nice. I get more dice. Four successes.
4 successes. You notice an awful lot of black dogs rolling around. There's not this many dogs that you have seen in the city before, but there is a lot of these things rolling around. Their eyes do seem to be glowing a bright, bright pink, the few that you actually managed to see. And the last one that you look at, you notice that it just mauled a worker, innocent civilian running away in chaos.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
How many?
Because that ain't right.
Black dogs.
Roll your ranged weapons for me.
Okay. It's a.
Charlie, you're able to make out 7 black dogs at the moment, but you know there's more.
I got 5 and a 4.
All right, 2 successes. All right, you're going to hit. And how much damage did we say your rifle was doing?
So it's 15 damage, and then there's a headshot of 2 or I don't know, 2 or higher. What that means, but that's what I wrote.
Okay. Misplaced my pen. Okay. You hit. Your round does damage. It finds central body mass, and you've left a hole in the side of it. It is now enraged and infuriated. It is now bouncing around trying to thrash at any individual that is close by it, most of them being civilians. One being a soldier that is now attempting to take a swing at it with
What did you
a
do,
hand
Stab?
axe.
Stab. How much damage did you just deal that thing? How much damage
He
did
did
Stab?
15.
15.
Mhm.
I'd like to light in the bottle Stab's rifle, if I may, and have him fire again.
Okay.
I'm a person, not a beastie.
Oh, this is true. All right, I was hoping that
Yeah.
there. Oh, that would be an artifact, if anything. If we were even going to stretch it. Never mind. There would be no target in there.
I mean, I could try
I would
to shoot
send my
again,
little
but
poltergeist, but he's only 10. You know what I mean? That's not much.
I could probably try to shoot it again. We're not technically in combat.
Yeah, right now you're not technically in combat. You just have a whole bunch of what appears to be mangy beasties that are wandering around.
You know what? I'm just going to fire a
Lashing out
lightning bolt at it. Let's just keep it real simple.
Okay,
We're
all
just
right.
gonna-
I mean,
All right,
it's
we're
trying
gonna-
to attack civilians. We should protect the people.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's right.
If
So
we
I just
do
need
that,
a 1.
though,
Is
we're
that
probably gonna
right? Because
lose
it
the
costs
Rainbow
1.
Wizard.
1 success. Am I right about that?
Mhm.
To cast a lightning bolt? All right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Now 4 would be a success.
Yes.
All right. So we cast a lightning bolt, dealing 25 damage, and hopefully, actually, automatically paralyzing this black demon dog.
Well, he should be dead.
Yeah. That actually kills him. And there is now a black dog. Actually, there's not a black dog laying on the ground because his energies, as those of you that are able to see it, zip off into the sky and head off into one of the nearby buildings.
Oh,
I think we
wow.
follow that stream. What do you guys
Yeah.
say? If we stop the caster,
Stay.
we stop all the dogs, right?
Yep, let's go.
All right, I'm going to call back Napa number 1.
He's able to
uh,
return to you, no problem.
Damon, how about Napa 2? You sent him out for a mission. He about back now? What do you think?
Yeah, he's returned
He
with
came
your
back.
banana.
And Rainbow Wizard, how far away is he at this point? Before
You have
know,
lost
now-
him in the chaos. There is a Rebob that's hovering about 60 yards away from you guys above the crowd. You're not able to see Rainbow Wizard at all, though.
Let's forget it. You know what? Let's just go get it.
Yep, Napa's just come back, and
All right, so we're gonna go after the beast. We're gonna go after the caster we just saw recall that black dog.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Can we locate the house the building that caster was in?
Roll investigation. Anybody who wants to.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around too.
Oh, I
I
got
can. I have
one success.
I have one nat 6.
One
Nat-
success.
Nat 6 and a 4.
Okay.
I have. Hang on. I have this. So, 4, 6, 5. So 3 successes, one of them being a 6.
Okay. All of you guys are able to figure out the house that's nearby where the energies went off to pretty easily. You're also able to see that the front door of that house looks like it's been kicked in.
I say we start heading that way.
You want to go in first with the crabs?
Yeah. So I'll make my way there, and I'll send in 2 crabs up front and 2 water babies behind them.
Okay.
And then I guess we go inside the house in order to find this caster.
Are we going in the house? I could send in the beasties first.
I kind of think we should go in.
All right. Well, one of us should stay out here. With how things went with the Hat Men last time, I think we need to keep somebody on the outside.
Do we notice anything about like any of the windows or anything? Like, do we see any energy or light coming from any of the windows?
You don't. Not as of yet.
Cool. All right. I think Dennis or Stab should stay outside since they're stealthy stealth. Because that way, Cracks and I can actually nuke anything that's in there.
Yeah, I can.
Maybe,
go, buddy.
Yeah, maybe come check it out if you don't see us in,
protect
you
the
know,
perimeter.
we don't come
I
back
can
in 5
send,
minutes or so.
I can send a Kinderhook with you though.
All right.
How many stories is the building?
2 stories.
2 stories. I'm gonna have one Nappa just fly up a little bit so we can see into the windows of the 2nd story, just in case anything goes down.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to follow the crabs and the water babies in.
Right
with
behind you,
my
Charlie.
tea kettlers in front. Fireball at the ready.
As you guys walk in, you're able to hear a couple of footprints or sounds of feet walking above you on the 2nd floor. You have your BCs around you. Everything seems to be quiet inside the house. The only sounds you can hear is the chaos ensuing from outside. And you hear shuffled footsteps upstairs, moving around, and then you hear silence.
Do we see anything else at all inside of the downstairs?
No.
All right, you guys want to go up the steps?
Yeah, sounds like that's where they are.
Slow and quiet.
Are we going to keep the same formation? Crabs, water babies, tea kettlers, me, and then everyone?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So we'll slowly walk up the steps with my the fireball at the ready, kind of lighting our way as we walk up the steps.
Yep, and I'll be holding a bolt and a bottle, both of lightning in either hand.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of shushing the water babies, like, quiet.
Shout out to the metazoo Play Network for the card page that they put up with all the different spells listed out.
That's beautiful.
They
Yeah, the new MPN's awesome. He's rolling dice.
Oh, Charlie, you fell asleep.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, here we go
I'm gonna
again.
do my best to catch Charlie, considering
Charlie just fell asleep and is beginning to tumble back on the stairs.
Okay.
Roll.
Yeah, we're
Actually,
going
you
to
don't
try
need
to
to roll anything.
catch him.
I'll stay. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have you roll athletics for me if you're trying to catch him.
I absolutely am.
Both of us are going to try to catch him.
Yep. 1, 2.
Okay.
Oh, I got. Oh, yes. 6, 4, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I got 6 and a 4.
Okay. You guys are able to catch him pretty well.
Whew, all right.
We got you, man.
He's actually much lighter than I thought he
I
would.
try to shake him awake.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a feather. Almost all hollow.
Sounds like he's not waking up. Can I order a water baby?
He's not
to attack
waking
him?
up right away. In fact, as you attempt to wake him up, you get a very, very loud snore of a breath that comes out.
I think you should have your poltergeist attack him.
Oh,
He doesn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'll hit Charlie for 10. I'm sorry, Charlie. I know you just saved my life. I'm trying to do the right thing.
It's for your own good, man.
Get him, Polter.
All right. Yeah, Charlie, you're going to take 10 points of damage and then wake up.
Nice. I didn't know if I could say anything or not because I was going to be like, attack me. Same thing. It's the only way to wake me up. I have to be targeted.
Targeted indeed. Good to have you back, Charlie.
What was that? Why are you all holding me?
Oh, I don't know, man. You're the one that
walking
fell
up these
asleep. Did you see anything up there?
I was asleep. I don't remember. All I remember was walking up the steps and then the two of you cuddling me.
Let me ask you this. Do you dream when you sleep that fast?
Nothing,
just black and then,
nice little day. I mean, we were in the fields with the gumbaroos and the birds were flying and then the manta rays were jumping through the water and then I just saw your two ugly mugs.
All right, fair. Okay, let's keep going upstairs.
Let's keep doing this. Who's next? Who wants to take a look in there next?
Well, I think your crabs are at the tip top, right? Send them through.
Do I know what my crabs are seeing? Or
you don't know what they're seeing, but they are kind of hesitant to move further into the room.
Something knows we're there.
I'll head up there.
I'll
head up there behind him.
Yep, we're all going to push through. Might
What's
as well
going on, boys?
Come on.
What put me to sleep, though, people?
Well,
We're gonna
that's
find
what
out.
I'm wondering. I hope somebody's ready to catch me.
I hop the crabs and I appear in the room. Ha! What do I see?
As you hop over the crabs, two of them attack you.
The crabs?
Yes.
Our crabs?
Yes.
No, this is
Oh no.
mistake. Mistakes have been made.
Sounds like they might be a little confused.
Does that mean you're rolling for your crabs to attack me?
Yes.
Emotional damage.
Oh no. Man, I was there to back up you little crabbies. You know what I mean? I was there to light in the bottle you now. I don't know how to move on from this.
So
I'll never trust a crab again.
How does this work with me? So I'm just rolling like in metazoo to try to see if the confusion hits the crab or hits him.
They're not confused.
Oh. They're just not listening to me. Can I do any kind of perception check or anything? Try to figure out what's going on with the crabs?
You can, but he's going to have to take damage from your crabs first as their attacks hit him. So how much damage do your crabs do?
They do 40 damage.
You're taking 2 of those attacks.
I'm going to dismiss another Foufalette to negate one of them.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie. Ooh.
And they have a chance to inflict paralyze.
Do they? Can people be paralyzed? Is that how we're playing this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
They can be inflicted with sleep.
Roll for the paralyzed. See if my crab paralyzes you. He doesn't, thankfully.
That's huge. Is
that one crab? You got to do the other.
Oh yeah,
right?
I got to do the other crab.
Oh no, I negated that.
He
one.
also doesn't.
You did negate.
Yeah, I negated that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he negated the other one.
Cool.
And on that, guys, we're rolling for initiative, and I'll be right back. I need my dry erase markers.
All right.
Oh, we are entering combat.
Well, Charlie, now that's 2 times.
I'm just outside. I'm just outside, like,
days.
hey, Stab, you ever been to this cafe over here?
Oh wait, are you outside also?
Yeah.
That was just the 3 of us inside. Oh,
We're just outside chilling.
Oh man.
Yeah, whoever's at the top of the initiative, maybe shout out to our friends and, make sure we don't just die in here alone while they're talking about cafes and nice days.
It's just 1d6 for initiative.
With all the chaos going on, it's beautiful weather today. I'll tell
It's your
you.
agility, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, it's your agility. It's a
total,
D6,
right?
and then you're going to add your agility bonus to it.
Oh, it's 1d6, and then we add the agility bonus,
Okay.
or is it the number of?
It's the
agility?
number of.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I got an 11.
Wait,
Oh, you got to 10.
we do add something?
You roll whatever number you have for your agility, and then add it together.
Yes.
So you guys don't have to worry about it because you're outside.
Then I am also an 11.
Do they know that we're in combat yet?
Ooh, that was a good roll.
We would be able to sense it because we're on.
Yeah, they're aware that you're in combat. They just watched one of you get clipped by some crabs at the top of the stairs that you thought were friendly.
Well,
Well, we're
startled
technically
and
out.
jumped
We're
over him.
technically outside.
Yeah, we're outside.
So yeah, anybody that's outside, no, you wouldn't be aware that they're in combat. Unless somebody let out any kind of squeals of pain whenever they got pinched.
Ow!
That
Hey,
kinda cloud looks
crabs!
like a rotor.
Damon!
All right,
Get in here!
Dennis. Well, no, everybody. Who's inside? Okay. So everybody that's inside, tell me your initiative.
3 out
11.
of 10.
8.
11 for Charlie. Marcus. What'd you say?
10.
10.
8.
Dennis, what'd you get?
I'm outside.
Okay. Stab, are you outside?
Did Kane really die?
Yes,
Look
Kane really
pretty
died.
dead.
I think he exploded in front of all of us.
Yeah, I don't
we
think
I
all
so.
mean,
I don't think-
his body was charred by the gumbaroos around him igniting and creating a flash firestorm around him, like that much fire.
Okay, I just had to
surrounding
rewind
you.
real quick because it just
Yeah,
hit me.
I think we're all still in shock.
Like he got flash cooked extra crispy.
Oof.
I mean, you know, we all warned him not to play with gumbaroos, and then when he did, we were very grateful, so we didn't warn him anymore, and I feel a little bad about that.
Rest in peace, Ian.
Thanks for all those times you saved our lives until you lit yourself
Amen.
into
All right.
flames and fires.
Beasties.
Well, I get to go first.
Of course you do.
And oh yeah, that's what we're going for right there.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
Baller. There's a mirror that is right at the top of the stairs as you guys are walking into that room. Specifically, Cracks, you're seeing this as one ghostly pale woman comes walking out of the window, and then another one follows her up.
Group, you saying what I'm saying? Anyone else catching this, extra ordinary thing here in front of us?
Fire a lightning bolt at that one.
We'll lightning bolt one of those. Absolutely. Why am I asking for any other assistance?
I guess we have to wait on initiative, though.
Oh, we do. Yeah, that's just good.
You-
That's just all going through my head in a millisecond.
You do, and I don't believe they have the ability to attack the time that at the immediate time that they're contracted.
Can you describe this person that Crack sees?
He doesn't see a person. He sees a ghostly pale woman with red fingers, very sharp teeth, and black hair, wearing a white dress that has just crawled out of the mirror. What you do, Charlie, need to do is immediately shout out every single spell and beastie that you keep in your spell book.
Oh, no.
I have to shout it out.
Yes, it's a compulsion.
Pyre, Fireball, Foufoulet, Tea Kettlers, Tribal War Cry, Stone of Protection.
Charlie, you're right there, man.
Okay.
Stone of Protection, Tribal War Cry, Tea Kettler, Foufoulet, Fireball, Pyre. I know who this is.
All right, I'm just gonna lightning bolt one of these things in the dress.
Hold on. Let's make sure that we're up to you in initiative.
I'm sorry. I was just having a little narrative there of Charlie.
Yep.
Pyre, Fireball, Foufoulet, Tea Kettler,
Okay,
Tribal War Cry,
right.
Stone of Protection.
Right.
Get rid
All
of
right,
it.
Charlie, we're up to you.
I am going to throw I'm going to try to attack with Fireball.
With Fireball.
Stone of Protection, Tribal War Cry, Tea Kettler, Foufoulet, Pyre, Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball, do that one.
You no longer feel the need to continuously speak whatever is in your spell book.
Okay.
And go ahead and try to cast your Fireball.
All right. I got.
How many of them do you have? Have you cast Fireball at all yet?
I have not cast Fireball at all. I have 10 available. And I'm going to. I rolled 4 dice. I had 3 successes. but I'm only going to use 2, and I'm going to target Bloody Mary, and I'm going to attack her.
Okay.
Dealing
Did
50
you just say Bloody Mary?
Don't
Is
say
that
it
who we're
again.
dealing with right now?
dealing
Don't
50
say it
damage
again.
directly to her, and then I'm using the 3rd firebolt that I had to destroy the mirror.
Okay. So we're going to eliminate 1. And there's something funny about that mirror.
Do we hear it break from outside?
No, you don't. Actually, Charlie, your fireball smacks you in the face.
I take 25 damage, and I'm inflicted with burn.
I'm up next. How many foofalettes do you have?
I still have 8 left.
And you summoned all of them, correct?
They were all summoned because of the ceremony.
Yep. Okay. And how much health do they have?
They have 10 life each.
Okay. So 3 of them are going to take 5 damage. They're also going to turn immediately and stream at you in an attempt to attack you. I will give you the option to try and dodge out of the way.
Can I sacrifice 1 to prevent the one of the 3 from getting damage to then use that one to defend myself?
No, because you do not control them.
Oh, gotcha. And my only action is to basically dodge.
At the immediate moment, I'm giving you the option for a reaction.
Okay, I'd like to.
I mean, you could use your other foofalettes.
I was gonna say I'd like to actually cast Stone of Protection on myself. Give myself a Stone of Protection.
That's going to be a little too much for you to be able to do on a reaction.
Okay.
Having
heard.
already performed your action for the turn, throwing your fireballs.
Okay, heard. I guess I'll have to use 3 of the foulettes in order to take out those 3. But well, I can't because they're oh no, they're attacking me, so I can defend with them. That's true. All right, yeah, I guess I'll have to use 3 of the foulettes in order to take out the 3 that are attacking me.
Okay.
So that brings me down to 5.
And you negated all that damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
How long have they been inside at this point?
About 2 minutes.
Okay, so
You have heard the sounds of fireballs being cast, the shouts of individuals going back and forth at each other, as Krax did call out earlier. Dennis and Stab both roll perception for me.
You want to go get some lunch?
I'm telling you, this cafe over here is great. They look like they're closed.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
2 nat 6s.
2 nat 6s. So both of you actually hear Charlie's voice scream out, "I'm going to target the Bloody Mary."
Oh, beans.
Oh, Stab. Well, here we go.
Yeah, we should rush in and help, probably, it sounds like.
Yeah. I guess I will. I'm going to keep 3 Nappas outside watching the perimeter for me.
Okay.
And bring 3 with me. And I'm going to run inside with an imprisonment in hand, if I'm allowed to.
Okay.
We probably need to. Do we need to roll to see where we fit in the initiative?
We will, but that won't be until the end of this combat round. Essentially, this is your action to get into combat until combat round is finished.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Can I try and sneak in then?
Sure.
Cool. So I use my sneak. Right? Am I rolling my sneak?
Yep.
So it has the plus sign. My agility is +6. What do I roll?
So you're rolling 6 dice, and then you're going to add your expertise. So that'll be a total of 9 dice. Tell me your number of successes.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes plus 1 nat 6.
Okay, yeah, you were successfully sneaking for sure.
Cool.
I noticed some sneaking, and I also sneak, and I got 4 successes.
Yes, you guys you're also able to successfully get into sneak mode, as we would say.
Okay.
Cool. Then I guess whenever I'm allowed to, I would like to try and imprison the Bloody Mary.
All right, we'll come back to that whenever you guys are able to actually make it upstairs, because as of right now, you're just barely making egress into the front door. That brings us to Marcus. You're up next.
Right, so we've still got 1 Bloody Mary left, correct? And
Correct.
and I sense that my crabs are still under my control, or are they still not under my control?
They are not under your control.
Right, and that's the 2 crabs that I sent in up front.
Correct.
I'm gonna. What about
Not
the,
only are they
2
not
water...
under your control, but they are turning around and actually bearing their claws or their pincers at you. They are preparing to attack you on your turn.
Right. Boys. I've still got 2 water babies. Are they under my control?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna call the rest of my crabs and water babies up from the outside, up into the room, and while they're on the way, I'm going to try to crash one of my water babies into each crab, looking for a paralyze.
Okay.
Right. We've got 2 successes, so both water babies successfully paralyze the crabs.
All right. So both
And
your
hopefully
crabs
that'll
that
snap them
are
out
well,
of it or something.
both of the crabs that you no longer control are paralyzed.
Right.
All right, there's
and
an
I don't
emphasis
feel any
on you
tingles
don't
of control creeping back in, do I?
No.
Great.
We need to take them out, honestly.
Do I have any more actions on my turn?
No. Yes. So commanding your BCs is a secondary action. You still have the ability to cast, attack.
Oh, right. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna Toxic Water Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Just gonna
How much
kinda
damage does
chuck
that do?
the bottle over there. It does 0 damage, but it removes all her traits.
Oh, okay.
And then that's my go, I guess. Somebody hit her, please. Quickly. Anyone.
Who's next? Who's next on the initiative list?
Preferably whoever's next in initiative.
All right. Oh, that's me.
Won't be hitting the Bloody Mary.
That's not what I was looking for.
That's not what we. That's no.
So many notes. Yeah. Oh, I'm rolling awesome today. All right. From a nearby walk-in closet, you actually hear the voice say it out loud. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. 2 more come creeping out of the mirror. And this time, Cracks, you're required and compulsed to announce everything listed in your spell book.
Poltergeist lightning bolt, lightning the bottle bookmark poltergeist lightning in the bottle bolt poltergeist bookmark lightning bolt bottle bolt lightning bolt.
And that compulsion lets go of you after about a second and a half, 2 seconds.
This is getting weird.
Very, very weird. The weirdest, actually.
All right, who's next?
Cracks.
Speaking of lightning bolts, we're gonna lightning bolt the one that just lost its traits, the Bloody Mary.
Okay.
It just got toxic watered. So we'll send at least one over there, automatically 25 damage and a paralyzed. Well, not automatically, but hopefully. Yes, we did. We got 6, 2 5s, and a 4.
Okay. How much damage does that do?
That's a 25 damage and an automatic paralyze.
25 damage and an automatic paralyze.
Now, there's another there's another Bloody Mary. 2 more, actually.
There are
Just
2
step
more
out of-
Bloody Marys.
Okay, I'm going to lightning bolt another one of those Bloody Marys. You know what? Pardon me. Before I do I notice anything else in the room other than the mirror and the Bloody Marys and us? Anything hiding in a shadow or behind something?
No, it would seem roll a perception for me real quick.
All right. 1-4.
1-4. The only thing that you notice is that the closet door is slightly cracked ajar. The window has also been lifted open, and that there is now a crack in the mirror.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna lightning bolt another Bloody Mary. We're gonna stick with the plan. Thank you for all that. Continue on. Gonna roll to see if we can get it cast here.
You got
2 6s. So second lightning bolt hits, 25 damage and paralyzed. So we got 2 Bloody Marys paralyzed, and
Something in the closet.
something in the closet. Yeah. I'm gonna send my poltergeist over there to just throw the closet doors open.
Okay.
Go on, get little buddy.
Okay.
I know. But hey, he's a spirit, you know. Maybe he can avoid an attack. I can't use him for flash because he's already out, so I might as well use him, bait or something.
How many of those do I have option in my book? Boy, I wrote too many spell books for this one.
That is a problem we all have, I think. Too many spell books.
All right.
I just carried a box of cards, like bigger than half of my body, up to the garage where I'm like, it's just metazoo cards. Just like, okay, I got to get these at least off the table for now. Yeah.
Bro, that's
It
like
was
all the
dangerous.
cards. It's like all the cards I have for TCG for Kids. Shout out for TCG for Kids, by the way. And yeah, it's nuts how many metazoo cards I have now. Not me, but I have in my control.
All right. As your beastie throws open the closet door, 3 casters burst out of the door. They are humans. These are not beasties. These are not spirits. These are individuals. They are wearing an odd-looking uniform. They are definitely not SCP. And as the lead one in the middle busts out of the door, you hear him say an incantation. And when he does, your remaining crab there, Marcus, receives some kind of a magical detriment on it, and its shell immediately begins to wither as it takes a grand total of 60 points of damage from 3 different spells that are lobbed at it.
Sheesh. All right, so 1 crab down. I've got 2 paralyzed and 1 full health.
You still do not have control of the 2 that are paralyzed.
Yeah, the 2 that are paralyzed are not your crabs anymore. We need to eliminate them.
Right. I just wonder if it's a permanent possession or a temporary one.
I'm pretty sure it's probably permanent.
With that, we're going to have Stab and Dennis roll for initiative to join into combat.
And what do I roll again for that?
You're going to take and roll the number of dice equal to your agility and add them together.
I got 15.
I have 16.
All right, now we got the big winners for being fast in the game. Cool.
Gang, gang.
So what we're going to do now is you guys, having bolted up the stairs, there's a little bit of a bottleneck because of everything that is trying to shove its way up inside this little tiny residential home. So we're going to actually have you guys not be able to join combat until next round. You're being held up by the clutter. That brings us on to Charlie. You're next.
Well, really fast, because I'm sneaking, can I look around upstairs to see if there's another way into that room?
There is not another way into that room, but there is another room.
I think I want to investigate that other room while I'm sneaking.
Okay.
Do I use my investigation?
Yes.
2 successes.
You're going to get into that room and notice that there is an individual wearing a long gray jacket, gray suit with a small hat that is staring out the window with a pair of binoculars in the direction of the center of Unity City.
Hey, Stab. There's a guy here in gray with a tiny hat, looking with binoculars to the center of the city.
Shoot him.
I don't have a gun.
Kudos to being quiet.
I only have brass knuckles. Ooh, but I do have catnap
Oh,
and imprisonment.
Hey.
I want to cast imprisonment on this dude.
Hey.
Okay.
Cool. So it's a 1 drop. What do I need to roll for that?
You're gonna roll your concentration score. So that's if you don't have proficiency in that, or if you don't have expertise in it, then it's just the number of dice equal to your intelligence. If you do have expertise in it, then it's number of dice plus the number of dice in expertise score, and tell me everything that is above a 4.
I do not have expertise in it. It just has the little dot by it. So my intelligence is not very good. It's just 2. So,
But it's only
Hey,
1,
but
right?
but I got an at 6. Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to cast it. What do I have to do in order to break an imprisonment real quick?
It has to be attacked by a beastie or a caster. It has to be dealt 25 damage.
Oh, okay.
10 damage, 10 LP.
Sorry, 10 damage.
Yeah. Equip this page to opposing attacking beastie, and in combat, equip beastie is fatigued, cannot be awakened until this page leaves the arena. This page cannot be or can be attacked, targeted, and destroyed by any caster.
Okay. Cool.
Isn't it a caster, though, not a beastie? Would you even be able to imprison him?
It is. You're looking at a caster, not a beastie.
Well, a caster actually declares the attack with a beastie on the imprisonment. So I would say a beastie can still attack the imprisonment.
But
Right,
can I
but can you
the caster?
imprison a caster?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's based off the theory that humans are beasties.
Okay.
This lore guy.
Well, you can mind control human, so it would make sense that you would be able to actually use some spells on humans. I mean, you can use a fireball or a lightning bolt on a human.
Adam, Sam, beastie casters, Rose.
Yeah.
So yeah, what it looks like is it's like a little pit with a little cage over the pit.
Okay.
If that helps you, Dudley.
It does. Visualization always helps. All right. That's going to be your action for sneaking around that doesn't actually involve combat. Stab, would you like to do something similar?
I mean, he kind of already incapacitated him, so I'll probably just keep going towards the stairs.
Okay. Cool. Charlie, you're up.
So how many? All right. So we have 2 Bloody Mary that are paralyzed, 1 Bloody Mary that's at full life.
Yep.
2 crabs that are paralyzed.
Yep.
And that's all. And then 3 casters also.
Yes.
Jeez.
Is it nighttime out or daytime? What time are we at?
Midday.
Midday.
Still midday. Okay.
But it is bizarrely dark inside.
How many do I have left? I only have 5 of them left. How much life does each of the paralyzed Bloody Marys have left?
You have no idea.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
be too much. They're little spirits, and one of
Okay.
them's toxic watered.
I didn't know
Should
if
be able to
anybody. I
blast
couldn't
those
remember.
things.
Oh, he did hit them with lightning bolt. Okay, that's what I couldn't remember. All right, can I cast a spell and tell my beasties to attack, or can I only cast a spell?
No, you can cast a spell and command your beasties in the same turn. Commanding your
Okay.
beasties is like a secondary minor action. It's just a command that you issue as opposed to actually pulling your energy together to cast.
Heard. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to I'm going to roll 4 dice to see how many successes I can get for Fireball. Okay. I got 1 success. Oh, that's not good. All right. So what I'm going to, because the Bloody Mary spirit, so I can't target it with the beastie.
One of them's been toxic watered, so one of them you can
has been
target.
toxic water. Ooh, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm going to use the tea kettler to actually swing at the toxic watered Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And that's going to do 65 damage to it. And then I'm going to fireball the other Bloody Mary that was paralyzed, dealing 25 damage to it.
Okay.
And then if I'm allowed to, I'd like to generate a stone of protection for myself.
Is that an item?
That is an item, yes.
Yeah, you'll be able to use your item.
Okay. And I guess that probably is my turn.
Oh, look what I found. I love this new website. Man, I got to just like build a spell book for my guys right here. So simply, so easily. All right. So you successfully killed one of the paralyzed. And you did how much damage to the one that was toxic watered?
65.
5 or 6? 65? What did I hear?
65. Yes,
Okay.
because I attacked it with Tea Kettler. I have all 6 Tea Kettlers still alive, so it does base damage of 15. Then it gets an additional plus 50 because of tribal boost.
Okay. Word. So that brings us down to 1 Bloody Mary. That's the end of Charlie's turn. And we're going to come back to me. It's almost not fair. You're gonna witness one of the casters, the one that doesn't seem to have any beasties attached to it, begin doing a very ritualistic dance as energy swirls around and about him. At that point, you notice that there is a clutch of energy that comes through the window and comes back to the caster. And at that point, suddenly... That's not the right one. I'm trying to read the right spell. See, this is what happens whenever I build too big a spell book.
Been there.
Well, where'd it go? There it is. There it is. One of the piles of ectoplasm left behind by the dead Bloody Mary reconstitutes and immediately screams in rage as she makes an attack on Charlie, because spells are awesome. Charlie, you're going to be taking 70 points of damage.
Whew, okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm under 900, guys.
Game's over. You're practically dead already. Just give up.
I mean, it's not going to take much. Watch. Watch.
Who
I
went
bet
first?
within 3 turns, one of us is dead.
It's just the light stuff so far.
3 turns.
All right, and that brings us done with Charlie. Marcus, you're up.
Right. Have the rest of my beasties made it up here? My crab and my other
Yes.
4 water babies.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a
boys.
very, very crowded stairwell and bedroom.
Right.
Can I yell
I'm-
something at Marcus?
I'm listening. What do you-
Oh, okay.
are
I
you
was
yelling?
asking. I didn't know if I could yell. Hey, Marcus, use the babies and paralyze the casters.
Oh, that's the plan, my friend. I'm gonna basically tell. Well, let's see. Let me make sure I've got the situation. We've got 2 Bloody Marys down, but one of them's just been resurrected. So we've got 2 Bloody Marys active right now.
Well, we have 3 Bloody Marys total that are down, 2 that are now. Well, 3 Bloody Marys total that were down. 1 has been brought back. 1 is still up and running around.
Right. So 2 Bloody Marys are up. We've got 3 casters. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell all 6 of my water babies to go attack the casters, and then I'm going to toxic water one of the Bloody Marys and tell my crab to go eat that Bloody Mary. He's hungry, right? He can eat.
For my crab brethren.
So now I've got to roll for paralyze, right? That's where we're at. I'm rolling for paralyze on all the attacks. Okay. First, we'll do the crab on the Bloody Mary, just to keep that separate. He fails the paralyze.
No.
He does deal 40 damage.
Okay.
And then my 5 water babies, I'm going to have 2 of them. We've got 3 casters. I'm going to have 2 hit 1 caster, 2 hit another, and 1 go for the third.
Okay.
Come on, boys. We've got 2 successes on one of the first casters. Well, I guess I didn't keep track of the dice, huh? I don't really know whose was whose.
You could just roll 2, 2, and 1.
Let me re-roll. Yeah, let me re-roll. I'll do the first 2 casters. Or the first 2 babies headed to the first caster.
There you go.
We've got both of them succeeded. So
Okay.
60 damage and paralyze on the caster.
Okay.
Then we'll do the 2 babies headed for the second caster. Both of them succeeded. So 60 damage there and paralyze. And then the 1 baby's going to the third caster, my brave boy. He also succeeded. We're on fire. So that's 30 damage. And so
All right.
I've used toxic water. Is that considered like my action, or is that an item? The potion?
That's an item, but once you've used it, how many of them can you have in your spell book?
I can have 4 in the spell book.
Okay, so yeah, you just make sure you keep track of how many of them you've used.
Cool. Got 2 left. So can I still attempt to cast a spell on my turn?
Yes, because that was all doing nothing but commanding your beasties.
Sweet. I'm going to attempt to cast Mermaid's Shimmer on at least my crab. We'll see how much aura I can generate here. We've got 1, 2, 3. Wow, I rolled 3 6s. So we've got some successes, and then the rest are failures.
Okay.
So can I cast Mermaid Shimmer 3 times then? It's a 1-cost spell.
Yes, as long as you have that many pages in your spell book.
Perfect. Okay, I'll put Mermaid Shimmer on my crab, who is still sane, and then my 2 water babies who just attacked one of the casters. And I'm satisfied. I feel like I did everything I could do, boys. I'm going to pass turn.
That was eventful.
You might have just turned this around.
Yeehaw, we've got one Bloody Mary toxic. Get her.
Right? Coming up on my turn, I'm going to have my Bloody Mary actually attack me. Oh no, it has to do 25 damage to. Oh no, that only wakes things up if they're sleeping. That's not for paralyze. I roll for paralyze to see if I break out of it, right?
Or paralyze lasts till the end of the next turn, and then it automatically leaves.
And then automatically
Yeah.
leaves. Okay. Well, then in that case, what we're going to actually do is we're going to have that Bloody Mary instinctually attack. Oop, that was a weird thing I just did there. Who am I going to attack? Okay. Charlie, you're taking another 70. No, you're taking 20. It wasn't contracted this turn.
Oh, okay. Was it contracted last turn?
Yes.
Then I should. No, then I do take 70. Because it gets the extra 50 if it was contracted the last turn.
Okay, take 20 and it balances out from
Okay.
me making you take the 70 last time.
Love it.
That was first turn. There we go. Okay.
All right, cool.
Balance it out from reading too many cards. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. That one's done. Cracks.
So what do I see right now? Just in front of me, is it still 3 casters who just emerged from the closet?
You see 3 casters now on the ground because they're paralyzed. You see 2 Bloody Marys and a very crowded stairwell and doorway right behind you.
And Bloody Marys still on their feet, or are either of those paralyzed?
Looks like both of them are still on their feet.
One's been toxic watered.
One's been toxic watered.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to cast 2 of my static wands onto my poltergeist.
Okay.
So I got 2 5s. I see. They cost 2. Do I roll one at a time? How does that work?
No, you roll to see how many of them you're able to successfully cast. So if you rolled 2 5s, you conjured enough aura to cast it once.
All right. Then one will be on my poltergeist, and I'm going to have my poltergeist attack the Bloody Mary that is not paralyzed or toxic watered. Excuse me. Not toxic watered is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
In hopes of paralyzing. So I'm going to try to deal 10 damage and attempt to paralyze the Bloody Mary now that it is static wanded. My poltergeist, that is.
Okay.
Do I roll for an attack?
No. Attacks from your beasties automatically go through.
All right.
You roll for paralyze.
I will. Is that still a 50-50?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. That'll be a success.
All right. He's paralyzed. She's paralyzed.
And am I in any way blocking the doorway? Am I part of this clutter? Me and my poltergeist?
No, most of the clutter comes from the fact that there's beasties and stuff like that are funneling their way up the stairs. It's just a large group of individuals. That's all.
Okay.
It's all beasties for the most part. Stab, I think, might still be on the stairwell or in the hallway right near the stairwell.
Going to pick up 2 poltergeists and have the one in front of me that has paralyzed, and we're just going to kind of get our back to the wall or something like that, just so we're not in the way at all.
Okay.
You could order them to attack.
My 2 other poltergeists, they only deal 10 damage each. I mean, I guess.
But you got paralyzed. You paralyzed.
All right, you know what? Sure. Send in my other 2 poltergeists. What am I thinking? I don't want to waste any moves here. We're going to have a 10 more damage each, so a total of 20. Go into that now paralyzed Bloody Mary.
Okay. Cool. All right, now it's my turn.
When is it my turn again?
Next round.
Cool.
Yeah. So we just finished this round of combat. we're on to the new initiative step that's going to include Stab and Dennis. You guys just didn't roll as good as Casey Jones.
Good to know.
Yep.
Oh no!
Yep. Thought about it.
We should have killed him when we had the chance.
We wouldn't have survived if we would have tried to.
All right. This is cruel, but it works out entirely too beautifully. So Dennis, Casey Jones has been made aware of your presence now at this point. He's turned around and actually rounded on you. You see him throw his hands up in the air, and when he does, there's 5 orbs of magical energy that come rushing back to him. And in that moment, you are slammed.
Is he the one that I imprisoned?
No. You imprisoned a 4th caster.
Oh, alrighty then. Take that, 4th caster. But now,
4th caster is looking out the window and is kind of impersonating Casey Jones. Think of it as a lookalike.
Gotcha.
Casey Jones himself is now kind of coming out of the closet.
good for him.
Right? We're proud of him. And he sends 4 of his beasties back to his afterlife. As that energy comes back to him, you're going to be taking 400 points of damage.
Oh,
Hey guys, I think we have a problem.
Yeah, I think we do.
And now I get to cast spells.
I said 3 turns. 1 turn ago.
You did.
Oh man. Okay.
We've got this. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's almost over, but it's not over yet. All right. Stab and Dennis. Casey's yours. We get the 3 of us has to deal with what's over here. You guys got to take out.
So
Take out
is it Dennis's turn or is it still Casey Jones? I guess.
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones, he gets to cast a spell because all he did was command his beasts.
Right.
Okay, cool. That's a success.
Sorry, Dennis.
So who all has beasties
All of us.
that don't have spirit?
Is it too late for me to cast to do a potion from that attack that can be contracted as an attack?
Can it be the potion can be contracted as an attack?
That wasn't an attack that he did to you.
Oh, it wasn't an attack that he did to
That's his
me?
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Got it.
That being said,
my Poofolets are spirit, but my Tea Kettlers have invisibility.
okay. So everything that's not a spirit vanishes
Yeah.
as Casey begins whirling his arms around him, creating a vortex of purple energy. Ghostly faces visage out of this twister of ectoplasm and eldritch energy. Yeah. Everybody's beasties have pretty much come up off of the board, and they have been
Were they
replaced
destroyed?
with spirit tokens under the control of Casey Jones. So I need to know full number of beasties that are on the board right now that are not spirits.
Are we counting the ones that are outside?
Yes.
I've got 10.
I've got 6.
I've got 6.
This
All
actually
right.
targets invisibility, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then
Yeah.
that you get 6 of mine, but I'm keeping my other 5 Poofolets.
Ooh, I got 28 tokens.
Jesus Christ, my guys!
Dennis, you're up.
Oh.
That's all I can do.
Oh, really?
The room is filled before you with micro spirits as they flutter about in the room.
All right. Well,
guys, we gotta go. we can't stay here no more.
Yeah, I've got nothing to offer at this point, guys.
Are we not able to recast or resummon?
No, because we already had them summoned, so we'd have to
Right.
wait a turn in order to replenish the actual slot in the spell book. So the only beasties we have active right now are my 5 Fooflettes.
And
Everyone-
Poltergeist, right?
Three poltergeists. Yep.
Oh, and your 3 poltergeists. All right.
Not much.
Is the staircase still crowded?
No, not at all.
should I imprison him before we run?
I think we probably just run.
Well, now technically
I'm
the casters and the
hurting.
beasties are still going to be paralyzed this turn, correct?
Yes.
So the only one we really have to worry about is Casey.
Yes.
And
All right.
And
Those of you,
and
though, that are not Dennis
28
don't know that
tokens.
Casey Jones is in the other room.
Oh yeah, we
Right.
don't even know that.
Yeah, he
Right.
whispered that to Stab. Stab is the only one that knows that Casey Jones is in that room with another caster.
So
Well,
where
Where
are
all
the
of our
28
beasties just vanished,
so
and
where are the 28
28
tokens?
tokens.
They're in the
appeared.
bedroom
So-
with Casey Jones and his apprentice caster.
Oof.
Okay.
So as far as we're concerned, beasties just vanished from our eyesight. They didn't just
Correct.
change into tokens in front of us. Oh boy.
Did they hear me get
Were they
smacked with a wave
destroyed?
of energy?
Are the
What was-
okay?
What was that, Marcus?
include-
Were they destroyed, or did they just disappear?
They were transformed.
Yeah, that's why we can't resummon them because we've already exhausted those slots. We'd have to literally
Right,
wait a
but if
turn.
they were,
He's asking
if
if
it
it
says
was-
that they were destroyed, then I'd get a bunch of bookmarks from my water babies. Not that
Yeah.
that's
It
gonna help
is
us.
no, they are not destroyed. They are replaced.
Okay.
Yep, that's not destroyed.
He spirit stormed us. A
We,
localized.
we've got to run. I mean,
spirit
unless
storm.
you guys want to try to take out Casey Jones right now,
What's his LP?
1,000.
Probably 1,000.
Oh yeah, caster.
On that moment, guys, we're going to go ahead and call a quick break.
All right.
Stab, you're coming up next. You're going to be the big man in charge.
Do I still get my turn?
Yeah, I still need to do an action though, right?
Yes, you still need an action. Let's go ahead and finish up Dennis's action first.
All right. Let me finish up my turn. All right. So.
what?
No,
No,
Yeah,
Dennis. Dennis.
Oh, what am
We're
I
ahead
doing?
of-
I thought it was me. I'm sorry. This
Hey
is-
yo, Charlie, chill.
No, we're
I
ahead
know,
of you.
I'm nervous right now.
Charlie, you were at the top of initiative until Casey Jones, Dennis, and Stab entered in. Then they took top of initiative, respectively.
I
Alright.
am going to. So can you describe the room where I'm at and where I'm standing in the room?
You're maybe 2 steps in the door of the room. Directly across
Okay.
from you is a window where you have a imposter Casey Jones imprisoned. Coming from the closet off to your right is where Casey Jones stepped out, and the room itself is now completely filled with all of these buzzing little spirits all over the place.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and
So
I'm like right
here's-
outside the door.
here's
pretty
what
much.
I want to do. If
Yeah, you see all of this stab happening right over his shoulder.
Yeah.
yeah, what I want to do is I want to run as fast as I can backwards, but as I'm running, grab the door handle, close the door behind me, and yell at the same time, "Hey, yo, Casey Jones is here. I'm hurt real bad. Run."
not gonna go
Roll,
into
Gotta do all that.
roll athletics for me on that one.
Athletics. There you are. So what do I roll for athletics? Just my strength.
Yep,
I don't have expertise. All right.
yep, just your strength then.
Those tokens are going to one-shot us.
I got no successes.
So
Oh,
in your panic, you close yourself in the room with them.
no,
Oh, no.
Dennis.
And we're gonna take a break.
Oh God, Dennis. Dennis.
Before we head off to break, I'm gonna make a little announcement here. Here at Super Galactic Games and Comics, we do have Native coming in soon. We're still taking orders for that. Anybody who wants to get their hands on some stuff, go ahead and hit us up on Super Galactic Games and Comics on our Facebook or Instagram. We're still taking orders there through our link tree. You can get a hold of our online store. Another major announcement that I would like to go ahead and pump out there before we go into break, because I know it's getting late for some people. Mothman Festival for the Dark Tower event. Those that are not participating in the Dark Tower event on the second day will have an opportunity to be part of the first public to participate in Casters and Cryptids one-shots that I will be running directly at the festival, Point Place. Super Galactics and Games and Comics will be setting up a booth there to help support the community and to bring a little bit more awareness for MetaZoo as a game to those as a whole. And I'll be offering anybody who wants to give this a shot a chance to play. We'll be having pre-made characters, be doing 2-hour sessions with 6 people each.
Wow,
That's rad,
Wow,
man.
that's
I didn't know
awesome.
you were doing that. That's killer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super stoked about Mothman Festival. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of fractal, doing that in the festival, like where it all takes place. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm writing up a particularly special one-shot. It will be the same one-shot for everybody who participates. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend trying to come in and be in every single one of them because it's the same story over and over. But it will be tied specifically to Point Place and the lore and legends that surround it.
Very cool.
Nice.
Right on, that's awesome.
All right.
I won't be able to participate because I'm going to be too busy winning the Mothman Dark Tower.
Hey.
So
I'll be too busy judging.
Yeah, but you'll be able to play or knock you out, Dennis.
Oh, bets.
Go.
yeah,
Go play
yeah. Moldy is going to be a nice third place behind.
Hey, don't worry, Moldy. I'll make sure that you have the opportunity to go and do the stream as well too. So
Cool. Cool.
You guys
Yeah.
are such gentlemen. Yep. Gentlemen assassins.
We're all humble, we're just humble. We're just humble guys. We're humble friends that are trying to do our part in order to let our friends go and enjoy the one shot of Casters and Cryptids. I will take one for the team and continue to play on day 2. It's okay.
Yeah. Moldy, you didn't go to Mothman last year, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, see, me and Turmentic went last year, so we've already seen the festivities. So we want to experience more of the tower and let you have the opportunity to see all the vendors and maybe even experience the real Mothman for yourself.
It's a beautiful
festival. Maybe someday I'll do that, Maybe someday when there's not the tower.
I highly recommend the Mothman burrito. All right, bye.
You guys continue the
No, I need 5. I need 5.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
All right. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves with Casters and Cryptids. I am Dudley's Den of Games on Instagram. Anybody in the community who has any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, please feel free to hit me up on my Instagram. Send me a direct message. I will do my absolute best to go ahead and return that message. I welcome input from the community. I want to know what MetaZoo loves, what MetaZoo doesn't love, what the people love, and see how we can continue building this into something that can really be fun, that transcends different boundaries and borders and take things beyond the trading card game into the imagination and the greatest movie maker that is our minds. So I've been really looking forward to this. I've really enjoyed putting all this together, and I hope all of you have enjoyed it. And thank you for joining us. And on that note, I will be off to go take my own little break. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back shortly.
So how's everyone in the chat doing?
Oh, well, hello.
Hello.
Fancy seeing you here. All right,
Crazy,
so
right?
what's frightening actually about all of this is how powerful he is right now as a spirit caster,
Yeah.
and it only makes me more frightened because I don't know if Dudley has actually looked at native, and there is a lot of very strong spirit stuff in native. And
For sure.
I'm a little afraid that, I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, since I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how we can get out of this. Just because he literally has on hand 2,800 damage he can do, straight up.
Yeah, but each one is a power that would fatigue him. So
True.
That'd have to be 28 actions.
No, because he can. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, still, he could still hit us for 280 damage each. He has 28 of them, so 280 damage each time he swings.
Are you looking at the power though? The cannonball? Is that what you're going by?
No. I'm saying the tokens themselves, with them being 10/10s, he can swing 280 life immediately.
Right. Those are separate attacks. So yeah, I think, I don't know. I may have just sacrificed myself to give y'all a window.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Well, we still got the 3 casters we have to deal with once this turn is over too, and they'll be able to do something. I don't know.
But wait, I've had a conversation with Casey before. Maybe I can have another conversation with him.
I don't know if that's a good idea, my guy.
I mean,
I think honestly, you're about to get possessed yourself. I have lost count. I don't remember how many times. I'm pretty sure he's been using permanent possession. I don't know how many times he's done it. So I don't know how many more times he actually can.
We should have brought a light caster.
We should have brought something. I should have given Moldy dampen.
So can you permanent possess a caster?
I would say you can because of beastie casters.
Gotcha.
I mean, because I'm just going based off the cards, and with Sam Sinclair and everybody like that being considered beastie casters, I would imagine.
Judging by Dudley's smile whenever you said that, I feel like you're giving him ideas.
I don't think I'm giving him ideas. I think I'm figuring out what his idea is, and we're speaking candidly right now because we're technically on break, and this is the only chance I'm going to get to actually tell this knowledge to you guys. In essence, that I think we're boned.
Hey, really fast. CJ Bush in the YouTube chat asks, Dad, where can I send the bulk to? That's for TCG for kids. You can send it to either me and just send me a DM on Discord for that, or if you want to send it to Turmentic, he is also collecting, and just send him a DM in Discord also. I am drowning in bulk right now to give to kids. So if you want to send it to Turmentic, that'd be great.
Yeah, anything that's actually sent to me for TCG for kids, I'm giving to Chris anytime I go to Richmond. So feel free to either DM either of us on Instagram, on Discord, anything like that, and we can help you try to figure out exactly where to send it.
Yeah, preferably Discord for me. I never check Instagram anything.
Fair. All right. You ready, gentlemen?
No.
Ready to
Let's
bat.
go.
So I do have
I don't-
anti-magic field, but it's really hard to cast and doesn't. It only prevents like further spells.
And the door is closed now, so it's not within eyesight.
What is
I
the
still want to
rule
know
of
what put me to
spells?
sleep, though.
Oh, it was one of the spirit casters. It had to be
What did they use? Catnap?
Morpheus.
Morpheus? Okay. I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody else everybody except for Dad Hat and I is at 1,000 life, right?
But I'm completely useless.
I'm at a solid 600.
Crack. How much damage have you taken? Because I know you. No, yeah, you took 1 hit from the crab, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just tried 4 times and I wasn't able to cast anti-magic field. So.
Oh no.
Well, I can only roll 4 dice and it costs 3. So. Yeah.
All right. So who is next in initiative, Dudley?
I believe that's me.
Oh no, that's what you just did. You just tried to cast anti-magic and it didn't work. Oh no.
No, I mean I was just testing before we started just to see. Yeah.
Smart,
All right.
smart, my man. Smart.
So I was just taking a look.
We're back. We're in combat. People are hurting. Not everybody's hurting, but somebody's hurting. Stab, you're up.
Okay. I am going to.
You did just witness Dennis close the door. It almost looks like he's heroically trying to sacrifice himself so that the rest of you can can get out of there. The way he just kind of looked back and shut the door.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know if he shouted. I don't remember, so I'm gonna shout out and say that Casey Jones is here and we all need to run. So I'll do that, and then I'll try to kick open the door and grab Dennis because no caster left behind.
Okay.
Sweet.
That will be your action if that's what you want to do. Roll your strength to see if
Sure.
you're able to kick through the door. Tell me the number of successes you get.
Oh wow!
That's
I have
at
plus
6.
2.
Let's go.
Sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home.
Oh no! I rolled a 3 and a 2.
No.
Oh, you not only not kick open the door, but you sprang your ankle attempting to.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Okay. I should have looked at my strength before he said that. All right, he's a goner.
No cast left behind. Thanks.
Until he springs an ankle, then it's all over, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna equip one of my laser beam guns and I guess wait for the rest of the crew to see if they start coming down.
Okay.
Oh wait, they're on the first floor.
Yes.
Ah, I didn't realize
Oh,
that.
I thought we were on the
no.
second floor.
No, they're on the second floor. You've
Oh, yeah.
managed to make it down to the first floor because you have nothing in your way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought we were looking at a room on the first floor.
No, you guys went up the stairs
Okay.
and instead of going in the bedroom that's right off of the stairs, you doubled back down a hallway to follow Dennis, who went into the second bedroom, and that's where he found trouble.
I see. So they definitely would have heard me then.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has heard you. Everybody is very, very aware of what was just said.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
they are.
I'll
They
still
are.
ready-
That is so nifty.
What now?
Something's
Nifty
up.
things.
Something's up. It's he's thinking. He's thinking.
Numbers, maths, things are coming together. You'll love it when a plan comes together.
Then I'll just wait by the stairs for the rest of them with my laser gun at the ready.
With your laser gun at the ready. Nice. All right. That brings me up to paralyzed guy. So until the end of my turn, I'm paralyzed. We're coming to the end of that turn. He's now not paralyzed. He doesn't do anything. But he's a hurting donkey. Well, he's kind of hurting. That brings us up to Charlie.
All right. So what? We have the 2 Bloody Marys, 1 paralyzed, 1 not paralyzed, 3 casters next to us, all 3 paralyzed. Only beasties up here are my 5 Foofalettes, myself, Cracks, and Marcus. Okay. I want to take 2 of my Foofalettes, and now are both of the one of the Bloody Marys actually has been toxic watered. The other one has not been, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to roll for Fireball.
On the one that has or has not been toxic
The
water.
one that has not been toxic watered.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot 1 Fireball at it. I had 5 successes, but I'm only going to use 1.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot a Fireball at that one, and then
Okay.
I'm going to take 2 of my Foofalettes and actually make them attack the one that was toxic watered.
Okay. How much damage is that going to do?
That is going to do. Is it nighttime yet, or is it still daytime?
Still daytime.
Okay, it's going to do total of 40.
All right. You got a room full of piles of ectoplasm.
Tasty.
3 paralyzed. Well, 2 paralyzed casters. So they're still paralyzed. All right. So you commanded beasties, cast a fireball. Good to go. That brings us up to me. I'm paralyzed. Come to my end of my turn. I'm not paralyzed. I'm back up. Marcus, you're up.
Right. So I look around for my water babies and crabs and remember that they're all gone. I can't summon them again yet, right? They're still
Correct.
Still
You could take time right now and attempt to channel some of your aura into your spell book to regenerate some pages. I would allow you to roll equal to either your savvy or your concentration to restore pages up to 2 pages of either beasties for savvy or 2 spell pages for concentration.
Okay, but that would be my action for the turn, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
And
I think
you do not get
here.
the ability to perform movement during that. You have to concentrate.
Yeah, I think we're getting out of here. So I'm gonna. I heard him yell about Casey Jones and said, "Get out of here." I'm gonna run down. Do I know that Dennis is closed in the room?
No, you are unaware.
Right. I just see bats on the stairs. Okay.
Sweet
I'm gonna go to.
chariot,
I'm gonna go to
coming
bat. I'm gonna go to stab on the stairs. And where's Dennis?
He's locked in the room and told us to run.
Which room? What, the upstairs?
No, this room. I tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge.
Is that my
Alright.
action, or can I try to bust into the room?
Nope, that's your action.
Okay.
Moving and having the conversation will count for your action.
Right.
I'm gonna yell. Oh, I can't yell to the group, huh? That's my action.
Yep. All right, that brings me up to me again. I'm not paralyzed anymore. That's the end of my turn. I don't get to do anything. Cracks, you're up.
God, I miss
All
those
right.
water babies.
So I look around the room. I'm assuming there's some casters who they told me were paralyzed. They're going to be up at any moment, if not already rising. in
They're
front of me.
moving around like you just witnessed
Oh.
all of them starting to get back to their feet.
Well, okay, all right. And I've heard about Casey Jones now from our teammates out in the hallway, and a few of our teammates now, a couple of them at least, are exiting. I'm going to first. I'm going to have my poltergeist, who is paralyzed, attempt to attack one of the. Well, they're going to attack one of the casters and attempt to paralyze at least one of the ones that's standing up now,
Okay.
moving around the room. So I'll roll for that, and that would be a success. All right, and then I'm going to lightning in the bottle, if I may, 0 cost. That same poltergeist that is able to paralyze, and I'm going to attempt to paralyze the other caster. Attack for 10 and roll again. Yep, We got it again. Now,
One more caster.
There is one more, but still paralyzed at the moment. From what
All
I
three have
All three are
recovered from their paralysis. All of them were paralyzed
All
in the
right.
same turn. All three of them got back
Yep.
up this turn.
Light bottle number 2, scratch off the list, and we are going to now attempt again with the same poltergeist paralyzed. Come on, that'll be a failure.
Oh no!
So I can burn a 4th. You know what I mean?
No.
Or
Do you
a
only
3rd,
have the one
excuse me.
poltergeist?
I have all 3 of my poltergeists. Only one of them, however, has the potential to paralyze.
That's right.
I'm going to burn another lightning in the bottle right now, and yep, that'll be another. Mark that off, and I will attempt one more time to attack for 10 and paralyzed. That landed on a bunch of dice. Let's roll that in the tray. Another failure, guys. Sorry.
All right.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. With that,
Do you get a movement action after
Do you have any
that?
lightning bolts
Yeah.
left?
no. Lightning bolts all spent on Blood Marys. Static wands are the only spells available. I have now 2 more lightning in the bottles left after that. I'm thinking I still have do I still have movement left?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hightail it out of the room and down the stairs.
Okay.
I'm the only one up there with the casters?
Yeah.
You guys just left me. They left me.
Welcome to my world, man.
Hey,
Well,
sometimes when you
wait,
gotta
when's-
go, you gotta go.
When's your turn? I thought your turn was coming up soon, and you were gonna get out as well.
No, they went first and didn't move.
Yeah.
Oh no, is that so? I thought the same thing. Man, I spent another lightning in the bottle to try to save my friend. I was not trying to leave him there dead.
You already passed turn.
Nope.
It's fine.
All right.
Yep,
Okay.
nope,
I still
nope,
got my
nope.
zone of
I'm
protection.
sorry.
We're moving on. It's my turn.
You did say turn 3, Charlie. I mean, I was just letting you fulfill your destiny. That's all.
This
I thought it
is
was
the
fate.
third turn, by
I
the
didn't
way.
want to get in the way. I know it is.
I think this is all
Alright.
Kane's fault. This is all Kane's fault. If we had the Gumbaroos,
We would have exploded when they exploded. That's what would have happened. It would have been in a very short stream. 10 minutes, done.
So Casey Jones is gonna stride like a boss right up to you, Dennis, and he's going to zip right on by you and yank open the door. As he does, all of the tokens come rushing into him. These
no.
small spirits, they come flying into him from all these different directions, entering his body, then going down. You see darkness seeping out from the ground underneath him. At that point,
No.
you're going to. Dennis is taking. Hold on, let me do my math.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I think I know what you're doing.
You're dead,
it's been nice knowing you boys. I've really,
Dennis, you're
I
taking.
really love these days together.
Wait,
You're taking 600 points of damage. Who's on the stairs?
I'm
Hold up.
on the stairs.
Marcus, you're taking 1,000. Stab,
We're
you're
right
taking 1,000, and all the tokens are gone.
Cool.
I believe I said I hightailed as far as I can. Did I make it beyond the stairs?
You're also on the
that-
stairs, and I mean, you're going to be in that same general area. I'm going to have 2 left. You're going to take 200 points of damage.
is that considered to be an attack?
No, I don't think so.
It's a power.
So what I'm doing here is, well, I don't know. Stab, help me on this one. I'm using cannonball.
It says power, I believe.
Yeah.
But could that only do one beastie at a time?
It's Casey Jones.
Its target opposing caster is dealt 100 damage. Send a beastie you control to your afterlife. Target opposing caster is dealt 100 damage, and I had 28 beasties.
Right, but it says send a beastie you control.
He's Casey Jones. He can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
Is that limited to once per turn in tabletop in trading card game?
When you use the power, you fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, this is different.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say he sent all that at you guys.
So who takes what damage here?
Everyone's dead besides you and
Marcus just died. Dennis just died. Stab just died. Cracks just took 200 points of damage.
I have 2 questions for point of order. Am I on my last breath or am I dead?
No, you're kind of gurgling on your last breath. You're
All right.
beaten to a pulp.
Yeah,
I give
you
everybody
totally have to
a
have
moment
last-
for a final word.
All right.
Everyone has to have last words.
Yeah, everybody gets last words.
Okay. So I guess I'll have my last words on my turn, or is that right now?
That'll be. I mean, you can do that right now if you want.
Gang.
Not Dennis. Oh, all right, Marcus. What are your last words?
Any last words, Marcus?
Oh, if I could just summon one more water baby and kill it.
Stab, what about you? You got any last words?
those dogs weren't dogs.
All right, Cracks,
Oh,
what's up,
right.
dude?
So dead. Hurt. I'm not paralyzed anymore, but I don't get to do anything. Charlie, you're up.
All right, so to recap, I'm upstairs by myself with 3 dark casters.
3 spirit casters.
Okay, 3 spirit casters. Sorry.
One's paralyzed. 1's on his feet. 1's getting up to his feet.
Okay.
Oh, I paralyzed too. And
yes.
I failed,
But
3
his
times
turn
on
already
one.
came.
Right. His
Oh.
turn just came and went.
Dude.
Yeah. Dennis, Marcus, and Stab are all dead.
Yes.
And
We
all
watch
of that's
from the
taking place
afterlife.
downstairs. Casey Jones is downstairs with Cracks.
No, we're on the second. We're all on the second floor.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
kind of
right-
walked
right at
up
the
and
top
is
of the
looking
stairs.
down from the landing. You don't know that they're all dead.
Okay. Do I know Casey Jones is over by the stairwell?
No, you are in the room. You haven't made exit out of the room.
You know that he's here, though.
You know that he's in the house.
I'm just tempted to jump out the window. Are there windows in the room?
There is a window in the room.
All right, because I'm tempted just to try to.
I
jump
tell
out
you
the
what.
window.
I tell you what. I'll let you do. I'll
All right.
let you roll in athletics.
Oh God. Okay,
Tell me how many successes you get.
not many because I only get 2 dice.
Okay, you need to succeed on both.
Oh, I did. Oh, 4 to 6.
Okay,
4 to
all right.
6.
So you, in a panic, you go to make your way out of the room, and as you do, you look to your left, and you immediately see Casey Jones. And back in the room, and you dart right past the other 3 casters, throwing a shoulder into the one that's on his feet, and you dive out the window. Roll acrobatics for me to see if you take any damage from the fall.
Oh, I'm gonna 100% take damage from the fall. 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so yeah, you're going to take 10 points of damage from the fall.
All right.
And as you hit the ground, you begin hearing the sounds of a train whistle.
Can I? Do I have any sort of actions left?
Technically, at this point, you have officially fled out of combat.
Okay. Can I send 1 foo fillet to inside?
That would re-engage you in combat.
I mean, I'm gonna get re-engaged in the combat anyways. I know they're not gonna let me just jump out the window and get away. I would like to send 1 foo fillet though inside just in case I need to try to save Cracks.
Okay.
Unless I
Cracks, you
don't
were able
know
to make
that-
it about halfway down the stairs. The only thing impeding you is a couple of bodies that are at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
So is would that be my turn in initiative now?
Yep.
All right. And I look back up the stairs from the blast that just pulverized both my friends, and I see Casey Jones.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. All right. I will even though I know he's spirit and I can't attack him, yeah, I get it. I'm gonna roll to see if I can just static wand another one of my poltergeist. I can, and I'm just gonna after that hightail it out of there. I'm just gonna head out the front door if I may.
Okay.
Gone.
You can use that as your
now-
action. Use that as your action. Just book it right on out.
Absolutely. No
roll-
attacks, nothing else. Looking for Charlie as soon as I get out the door.
You're able to see him pretty well. As you make eye contact with Charlie, you are also hearing the sounds of a train whistle.
Oh no. You oh you too, huh? You
I
hear
hear
what I'm
that.
hearing?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Crack.
We can't outrun a train. Our friends are dead. I've had a really good time with you in this life, Charlie. It's been nice, and I appreciate you for saving it so I could live this long. But I'd really like to just give my mom a hug, I guess, because I think our time is done.
I agree.
Can I have a hug, Charlie? Just I
I'll
don't
give
know what
you a
else to
hug.
do with it.
I'll give
I
you
could
a
try to
hug.
send some poltergeist to paralyze some casters upstairs, but I don't know about this Casey Jones character.
I
I
don't
was
know
not ready for him.
I don't know about this train.
Yep, I'm embracing Charlie, and we're basically accepting our impending doom.
Charlie, you have fallen asleep in his arms.
I have
Crack.
that effect on people sometimes. I understand.
You look up into the sky as hope begins to drain from you.
I thought you were going to say Phil.
And the clouds begin to part. And as they do, for the first time, you've realized how long you've been locked in this situation, and you realize that it is now very early night. And as soon as your eyes lock on the full moon, you begin to experience a great deal of pain within your body.
Well, oh, hold on.
You begin hearing your bones crunch and twist and contort. Your
Come on.
face elongates as you slowly transform into a Rougarou.
Okay.
Oh no!
Do I still have my consciousness? Am I
Yes.
psychologically still? All right. This is
Yes.
very
You're not
strange.
driven wild by any particular kind of hunger. There is a little bit of a difference here in your appearance as well. You're a little bit more human looking than the average Rougarou. Specifically in the face. Yes, you've got the nose and snout, but more of the human features are still there. Possibly because of some of the ointments and the magic that the Rainbow Wizard used on you after you were originally turned and then brought back to Unity City after the rescue mission. I will give you this one opportunity to roll concentration for me. Tell me what you get.
Oh, it's just a hard
It
roll.
all depends on this roll, my
You got
guy.
your expertise too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yep. Oh, that would be a 5 and a 4.
Oh, that's
Get two
not
more.
enough to consider Charlie, but it's
hold-
enough for you to realize. Huh? What's up?
Hold on.
He gets 2 more dice. He didn't roll his expertise.
Oh, you didn't roll your expertise. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Get those out of there.
We've got 2 successes.
One more 4.
One more 4. Okay, so we got 3. All right, that's better. Okay. In that case,
I
you
just
are
need a
able to
plus.
conjure enough concentration to look at the limp body of Charlie, who is sleeping in your transformed arms. and you have the thought process that you could throw him right over your shoulder and as a Rougarou be able to actually make an escape.
We're going there. Absolutely. Let's Rougarou.
Roll your athletics for me.
Okay. All right. Now that I don't have that then. All right. 6 and a 5.
6 and a 5. I'll consider that enough of a success. You're able to actually make it far enough away. You do hear the sounds of a vast train, almost as if it was right on your tail for about 4 or 5 seconds until you're finally far enough from this particular little neighborhood just outside of Unity City to be able to make it back. Charlie, about halfway there, you're going to wake up slung over the shoulders of a Rougarou that is running towards Unity City.
And do I know that it's him?
Roll perception.
All right. First, that would be 4. 2 successes.
That's enough to see his uniform as you're looking around, slung over his back, and realize that, yes, you are in the clutches of Cracks.
What in the hell happened to you, Cracks? Where are you taking me? Where are we going?
Can I communicate?
Cannot communicate. Cannot use your words. Fangs get in the way. Dog tongue. Vocal cords aren't quite as right. He tries to speak, but all you get is a series of growls, snarls, and howls.
I kind of pat him like a baby as we run. Just trying to endearing. Like,
where are we headed?
He's bolting straight at Unity City.
Like outside of the city gates, or
yes,
we were already in the city, right?
No. This is outside city. You guys had to make your way back out.
I'm gonna let him carry me.
Just on the other side of the veil, maybe, because remember, you guys were at the funeral, which is outside city gates. It's outside the veil.
I'm just gonna let him carry
everything
me.
Popped off. Rainbow Wizard's taken in. Y'all followed for a brief moment, but you weren't actually able to get inside city proper.
Okay.
You came back out and went to the house went to the area from which the fireballs and lightning bolts were originating.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him carry me. Especially with the pat. The pat made me feel comfortable.
So upon you crossing the veil, you their Cracks are zeroed in on, and seven different Unity City soldiers open fire on you, doing 35 points of damage with their weapons, as a dark beastie has just crossed the veil during this time of panic.
Can I make my way off of him, since I'm assuming he fell down because of being shot, and I'm like, hey, soldier, stand down, Magical Task Force 6. This is Charlie Skinner, captain of Magical Task Force 6. This right here is Cracks. He is someone that works underneath us. He has just transformed into a Rougarou. Stand down. We are not a threat.
Task Force down?
Task Force is down. Task Force has been down. We have lost 4 members today. Please don't make it a 5th.
With that, you guys are zeroed in on once again. Everybody kind of comes in, weapons bared, making sure that it's a secure situation. You are greeted by other soldiers from Unity City. You also see a couple of members of Magical Task Force 1 that are right there kind of paying attention. They're trying to make sure that nothing comes through the veil. If it does, their immediate response. That is their job. You are immediately asked for all of the information that you have about what it is you experienced, what it is you fought, and where the fallen dead are, as there is a rather large contingent of forces being prepared to move into that southern section of neighborhood and forest surrounding Unity City to resecure it and make sure that this doesn't happen again. Magical Task Force 6. This has been a sad day. You've lost 4 members. This
Yeah,
may
it's
be
just
the end of
magical.
Magical Task Force 6. It might actually
Yeah.
be a retired unit. We'll debate further whenever we move forward with attempting to rebuild from this tragedy. And with that, guys, we're going to call it a night.
Oh, wow.
We're dead.
I'm so surprised we lived.
Yay.
Well,
That was an epic escape.
yeah,
That was
that
epic
was.
on the back of a werewolf.
Well, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't say see the plus sign.
Mm.
That was right on the edge there. Yeah, that was awesome. I didn't think we were in that danger until it was too late. Yeah, like there's
three
Yep,
turns.
so-
and that's
and you
what
said it.
happened.
There were so many woulda, coulda, shouldas. Just because, like, had I realized that could have happened, of course I would have static wanded everything in the beginning and hit everyone as many times as I could with all the lighting in the bottles. But damn, I was sorry to see Stab and Damon, Mark, everybody.
What does
That's
Casey
mostly it.
Jones have against us? What
And
did we do
Kane?
to
Oh,
Casey
yeah.
Jones?
I don't know.
Came
It's
back.
I
because
don't
he's
like
like,
my
It's
singing.
because he's driving that train, man.
did you
Driving
oh,
that
yeah.
train. You know the rest of the lyrics. That's why. That's
Okay.
why he's so
that,
mad.
that explains it all, I guess. Yeah. All right.
Just well, yeah, I was not expecting. I was not. I don't know. Even if you would have put the static wands on everything, it still wouldn't have negated Casey.
Yeah,
Jones.
Casey. That's
Yeah.
that's the other
Yeah.
thing. The only thing I could have done was hold down casters temporarily and hope that you guys could completely eliminate. But that it happened so fast, and it really felt like well, it really was shocking. It felt like I had a lot of regret instantaneously, and it was already too late, which was kind of fun.
I had a feeling when we were like coming up the stairs that I should release a couple of my contracts and like get those, like save them for later. I just had this weird feeling like we are walking into a death zone right now, but you know, didn't expect a spirit storm.
Yeah, like a small spirits. Yeah, that right there is. Like, and the thing was too is that like I don't know. I don't know if we should have split up the way that we did, too, because the three of us and then two of them that kind of put our resources kind of.
You know,
split.
I know it felt smart at first, though. It felt like keep the guys out front just in case, because there's crazy shit going down everywhere. And then, yeah.
We didn't know that Casey Jones and Casey Jones stand-in fake imposter were hanging out in a room.
Also, come
Yeah,
on, three casters in a closet. Three.
I did say walk-in closet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but still, I didn't see that coming.
The imposter Casey Jones. You're ridiculous, by the way, Chris. But the imposter Casey Jones really, I feel really got us, because I thought there for a second we had a leg up because we might have actually imprisoned Casey. He probably was going to get it, like it was going to get freed, but at the same time though, I was not expecting that to be an imposter, and that really threw things for a loop, because I feel we were super unprepared for that.
Well, you guys have officially met the cult of Casey Jones. That's what you did your battle against with here. It's the cult of Casey Jones.
Okay. Again, huge shout out to Kane and his sacrifice at the beginning of the campaign.
For sure.
Death by Gumbaroo. I'll miss him. I really will.
Gang.
But this,
Gang.
I knew he was coming for blood tonight, though. I just was not expecting it to be such a fell swoop at once.
Yeah, Casey Jones just like Shang Tsung'd us. He just like just sucked our souls straight from our bodies.
We're kind of lucky we got away from Ghost Train too, because I think Ghost Train was literally about to do the same thing to us.
Yeah, I think you guys have to
Ghostbuster
continue the
style, when they're
story.
in the subway and the train just comes through them the entire time they're in the subway line, and they're covered in ecto. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what was about to happen to us.
Totally.
So you turning into a Ruggaroo honestly saved our lives, I think.
What a trip.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow, that's an interesting setup of like dice. So like a failure on one, then a success on the other. That's interesting.
Now, moving forward, if we actually still use Charlie Skinner or Krax, would Krax have the ability to turn into a Ruggaroo at night during a full moon?
Potentially.
Okay. Or what technically are these characters? I mean, I know that Stab and Marcus and Kane and Dennis are retired. Are Charlie and Krax retired maybe as well? Or
That's up to you guys as players. If you guys want to keep playing with Charlie and Cracks, you're more than welcome to keep playing with Charlie and Cracks. They are going to end up getting a little bit of a bump up because following up on this, the focus on training, the focus on preparedness is going to spike. They can't keep having the potentials of success by failure or slip ups. Like this is the beginning. These are the bumps in the road that they're trying to work out and figure out how they're going to maintain safety and security for the people living in the city and those eventually that are living outside the city that are nearby, because right now I'm sure there's townships and villages and things like that that are surrounding Unity City that have people, but they're all in a great deal of peril because Casey Jones is wandering around attempting to use spirits and spirit storms to further whatever his ends are.
This was definitely the first time I felt like our lives were in danger. I'm in danger. Like, I'll be honest, this is the first time I really felt like we were going to die.
I felt very strong until all of my crabs and all of my babies went away. I felt so strong until that moment.
Yeah, I had to figure out how I was going to deal with everybody having done a really, really, really good job picking their beasties to go along with their play style and their casting and what it is that they were doing. Like, you guys really set it up really well with combos. So like that required me to step it up a great deal as far as what I was looking for to be able to be lethal. And like the easiest way, the most efficient way I saw was I don't need to be stronger than you guys. I just have to use your own strength against you.
Now, this is kind of terrifying thinking of it in a lore perspective, too, because if Casey Jones is this powerful, can you imagine how powerful a true evergreen caster would be? Because Casey Jones, remember, is just a spirit. He's just a spirit caster. He's not like Rainbow Wizard. He's not like Indrid Cold. So if you can do this type of stuff in game using those characters, I can only imagine what stuff you'd be able to find that Indrid Cold would be able to pull off, and Edgar Casey and other things like that. Like,
so my concept for the evergreen casters is as opposed to everybody else, like, how you're able to choose a certain number of pages based off of your concentration rating or your savvy rating. Evergreens double that.
I almost would go as far as to say an evergreen could triple or quadruple it, to be honest with you.
The big thing that I have done for evergreens is that they double all their dice pools.
Ooh.
So when everybody else is rolling 8 dice, they're rolling 16.
Jeez. Oof. But yeah, well done, Dudley.
Thank you.
Well done putting this together. And
Thanks, bro.
We got it within the 2.5 hour mark as well, too, which was the whole goal of this. I don't know, like, for people who actually jumped in the middle, like, the whole point of this right here was trying to actually do the one shot at 2 hours or so, specifically like Dudley was talking about, because we are going to be doing one shots day 2 of Dark Tower at Point Pleasant at Mothman Festival. And we need to make sure that they can be 2.5 hours so we can actually get 4 or 5 different sessions actually ran that day 2. So I feel like this was actually a very good success. Like,
this was extremely smooth. I didn't have to speed anything up. I didn't have to cut anything out. We hit every single thing that I wrote down for the adventure. We hit every single bullet point. The only thing I didn't do that I wanted to do was kill the entire team.
Fair. That's true. Thankfully he turned into a Ruggaroo. You let him turn into a Ruggaroo.
The dice let him turn into a Ruggaroo.
Yeah,
I didn't let anything happen.
Yeah, that was the Constitution roll. That was such an interesting, like, that failure actually saved us. So the pre-narrative with a failure saved us. That's
I didn't realize that.
That's a very special
It
moment.
was really cool how that worked out.
Yeah.
I was just like,
his failure to fight off the ability to be a Ruggaroo is what ended up saving the day for 2
and then
of
you
wow,
noticed the plus on my screen, and I got to roll the extra die, and that's what let me recognize that you were you, and we ran rather than me eating you.
Wow, okay, that's awesome.
What an ending, man. What a bow to put on the whole thing. That's awesome.
Thank you, Doug.
And you know what's beautiful?
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
What's beautiful about that, actually, Cracks, is last time we did this last month when you weren't able to be here, I rode in on my warhorse full speed to grab you and throw your body on my horse.
Yeah, you
And
did.
then
Very
ordered to
poetic.
run away from Casey Jones. So that's actually super beautiful to me.
Quite poetic.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, we
Just-
started off by saying you saved my life. You're right. And
I love-
I
oh,
got
wow,
to return the
that's-
favor.
that's super
Yeah,
awesome.
that
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's
I
great.
didn't realize that at first. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, Demon. We're doing or Dudley actually is going to be running on day 2 of Dark Tower at Point Pleasant. He's going to be running at least 4 or 5 one-shot campaigns. That's going to be specific for
3. I would plan for 3 because it's going to be a 2-hour one shot. Then I'm going to take an hour off to let my voice
Okay, all
rest.
right.
Then 2 hours. Then
at least 3. Yeah,
So
it'll be
I would
3 on
plan
day
for
2.
3. I don't know about 4.
Okay. But yeah, he's going to run some one-shots actually day 2 of Mothman Festival, while day 2 of the Water Tower is taking place. So you definitely have to come out to Point Pleasant for that. So you can run this. And we'll most likely, and I don't know, Dudley and I were talking about it, most likely we'll have pre-rolled characters, but we'll have 2 different options for each of the aura classes. So you can pick which one you actually want to play. Just because it is a little bit actually, I mean, Dudley and I actually sat here when we first created these characters. We sat for a good 4 to 5 hours sitting down, figuring out the characters and stuff. Something that would be kind of fun though, Dudley, it'd be completely up to you, is that if we do, if we roll the same crew next time, it might be fun to actually let Chris, Bats, and Johnny actually roll their own characters, maybe if they
Yep.
want to. We
Yep.
can actually jump in something like this, actually, not live or anything, but we can sit here and we can actually roll out some characters and stuff like that, and let you guys actually get a feel for exactly a character that you created yourself.
Heck yeah.
That honestly, I feel is like the next and maybe last step, honestly, would be character creation that isn't something that Dudley and I have actually created ourselves.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind streaming that. I would love for everybody else to be able to see how the game is generated off of the get-go.
Okay.
You know, that way if for some reason anybody else out in the metazoo community has been watching this and they see how it runs, they know how the card works, they know it's a D6 system, it's not a super difficult thing to grab a hold of, and they want to run their own game, we can stream how character creation is done. That way that, you know, hey guys, look, we have everything that we need right here. They gave us everything that we absolutely need in order to play the game. Yes, one day I would love to put this into, you know, a book or something like that, and maybe be able to get it published. But up until then, this is just a fun, different way to use your metazoo cards for a different kind of gameplay that sparks a different kind of imagination. And honestly, one of the other things that I'm really hoping is that you'll be able to see different interactions in your cards. I want this to enhance trading card gameplay just the way I want it to expand the mind and the gameplay that we can experience utilizing the cards. I'm hoping as people are playing through and they're going, you know what, I'm going to roll some dice and I'm going to cast this. Oh, you know what, I didn't realize that I combo off with this. Maybe that needs to make its way into my deck. You know, I would also absolutely love it whenever we get a little bit further into it and I decide to run a very high level game for everybody where I've got everybody at gold level casters, where you guys play with a 40 card deck.
Okay.
That'd be wild.
That would be kind of crazy. Yeah, for
Dirty.
sure.
So down for that.
There's so much possibility actually for this as well too. I love the fact also that, and again, coming from a lore perspective, there is nothing written, nothing established from pretty much the veil shattering in 2021 to 2031, really, when Sam leaves Point Pleasant through the pathways. And so I love the fact that what we've done lore wise, incorporating the characters, incorporating the cards and stuff, actually complements the metazoo story at large too. Nothing actually takes away from it, nothing actually degrades any of it. If anything, it actually enhances some of it. So that's actually been really, really cool too.
That's my biggest hope. And honestly, that was probably throughout all of this, that has been the biggest challenge, is that there's not a whole lot of lore for this time period in MetaZoo. And I was working very, very hard to try and make sure that I was setting up the environment correctly. For instance, you know, I know that the country at large is not in a post-apocalyptic state, but there are certain cities that are semi in that state because they were destroyed during spirit storms. You know, there's people that are doing well, there's people that aren't doing well, there's, you know, certain places that are being attacked, there's certain places that aren't, you know, and a lot of that made it a little difficult trying to figure out exactly how I was going to put stories together without stepping on anybody's toes. You know, this is somebody else's story. I'm not trying to steal their story. I just want to explore it, and this is how I explore stories the best, is by playing games that are in them. So that was definitely the biggest challenge, was being able to make sure that I could put something together as far as adventures, interactions, events that occur within the timeline that aren't going to buck what actually happens in metazoo lore. I don't want to, act like I'm trying to take it over. I'm not, but that was definitely one of the most challenging aspects about this, was figuring out how to work everything into lore and make it accurate to what metazoo really is.
Well, that's the beautiful thing too, is that even in what is it? I think it's chapter 5. Love is actually talking to Sam about the countless number of wars and crusades and dark casters that have actually risen over the last 10 years. And so there's no specific mention of exactly this, or this, but it's fun because I've been envisioning a lot of what we're doing being those dark casters, those fighting those crusades, fighting back against the wars that actually have shown up. I mean, there's a reason why the Cryptid Busters, when they're actually trying to get rid of the Veil Golem at Loveland Castle, or like, why hasn't Unity City sent the army yet? I mean, there's a reason why the Unity City army is what it is in 2031. And so I don't know. It's just, I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Absolutely. And like I said earlier, to the community at large, anybody who has any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, hit me up at Dudley's Den of Games. There's an underscore in between each of the words. Send me a direct message. I'll do my best to respond as soon as I can. Anybody else that has additional lore that I can use to build these one-shots with, and to build larger campaigns that I can go into even more depth. We've now done 2-session-long adventures. We're going into one-shots, which is extremely popular. But let's face it, everybody wants to know when they can get into their first big campaign. One of those games that lasts 6 to 10 sessions, sometimes takes months, sometimes takes years. For that, I'm looking to you guys. I'm looking to everybody in the community. Feed me the lore, feed me the stories, feed me. There's only so much time that I can spend reading. And right now I run about 6 different kinds of games. So anybody who's able to hit me up with lore, scenarios, suggestions, even if you've got an idea for what can be happening at Point Place for the Mothman Festival, by all means, send them to me. I love hearing the input. And if I'm going to use your idea, I'm going to give you a shout out. Definitely going to contact you if I'm using your idea, to bounce more ideas off of you and see where you came from, how you came up with that math. And we'll see what we can go from there. This is a community that builds itself, and I want to continue to work within that.
Sweet.
Right
Anybody
on.
else have anything else they want to say?
I have a message directly to Mike and to Pure Imagination Studios. Yes, we are interested. Just give us a call, please.
My man is not subtle at all.
What?
Nothing. That's just Chris being Chris. Like, hey,
Okay.
gang,
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
But
Last words, gang,
yeah,
gang.
I love
As he dies. That's too good. Like Terminator, like going below the the lava.
I
It
knew
was
he
either
was gonna
that
do it too.
or hey yo, it's Casey Jones. It's gonna be one of the two. I don't know.
Okay, I like the gang one. That was a good choice.
Gang was a good choice.
But yeah, thank you, gentlemen, for joining in on this. Even though Ian is not here, thank you, Ian. Sorry that you died immediately when the campaign started. He's gonna be super sad too when he realizes that Kane's dead.
Well, thank you, Ian. Shout out to you, because Ian actually got a hold of me letting me know that he wasn't going to be able to be here for the stream, and offered him up as a sacrificial lamb for dramatic intent and to be a strong motivator. He is such a trooper right there. He even fed me a lot of information about one of the best and theatric ways to take his character out. Like, he straight up told me how to beat him.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't know. You didn't tell me that he told you that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it was a top secret mission. You weren't allowed to know.
Oh, that's funny. That's super.
We needed wide eyes.
Just again, so everybody knows, though, thank you to Bats Caster Society. Thank you to Moldy and his brother Metacracks, also Meta Bros Caster Society. There, we got Dad Hat also from well, he's his own thing, you know him from the Discord. Dad Hat Room ESC. Also, TCG for kids. So if you got any cards or anything like that, you want to give away some little chibis, definitely hit him up on the Discords. We have Dudley, of course, our beautiful Veil Keeper, person who has created the system of how this works with the D6 system, everything like that. Of course, broadcasting live right now from Super Galactic headquarters, and I'm just Turmentic. But you all are amazing. Thank you guys so much for this. Thank you, Dudley. Thank you, everybody that actually was here in the comments, cheering us on, watching us all get slaughtered and enjoying this. Again, just to reiterate, we are going to be doing one-shot campaigns at Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant during the Dark Tower. So definitely make sure you follow us on Instagram to get more information on that as well. I put everybody's socials as well in the description of the video. There's also a link to the Super Galactic website as well too. If you use the code Turmentic, you can save 10% off. I want to do a huge shout out to my boy Sino over at TCG Island for letting us use the StreamYards account in order to stream this. It's been super huge to get everyone together to be able to do this at once. But yeah, I love you guys. I love this community. I love the lore. And
Love you too,
my
man.
God, I love Casters and Cryptids now. This is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
That's great.
Yeah, this is incredible. Thank you everybody for watching. Seriously, it's
Thank
been
you,
so
bro.
awesome. I can't wait for the next one. Can't wait
Yeah,
for the next
no
one.
clue
I'm
when
gonna
the next one's gonna happen. Maybe sometime next month. Because I know we don't have Forest Tower. Definitely want to maybe try to do something before Flame in June.
I'm gonna start building a character, so yeah, we can start thinking of ideas, you know, so that we can spin it.
And you don't even have to be the same aura color too. If you want to be,
No, I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be. I got ideas, bro.
So, and I mean, and it might be fun, even honestly, if we retire Charlie and Cracks as well too, and just start off fresh. Maybe Charlie and Cracks can show up as NPCs or something like that. I don't know. Turn them over.
I think I'm gonna keep Cracks around now that he's had like a real traumatic event. I feel like now he's got something.
Hey, you got that Ruggaroo power too, though. So you need it.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's something.
Yeah.
We'll see how that all plays out. But yeah, I'd like to keep experimenting with Cracks for now. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Everyone who's watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone who
Thank
plays
you.
metazoo, gamers, Dudley. Everyone who supported this. Thank you guys. I'm still in Cracks mode. I can't even come out of it.
Gang, man. Gang.
Gang,
Gang,
guys.
gang,
But,
gang.
Love you guys.
yeah, on behalf of everybody here, thank you. Like I said, everybody that actually was watching this, everybody that participated, everybody that did everything to make any of this possible. We will definitely continue this. This is fun. I do like the idea, Dudley, of maybe if you don't think it'd be too boring of actually rolling characters live, we can try to figure that out. Even if it's just a couple of us, maybe not all 6 or so like that. But yeah, I love the idea of actually fleshing this out more and getting it to where people can just pick it up and start playing themselves as well, especially if they want to try their hand at a Veil Keeper. I mean, hell, who knows? Maybe I'll even try to be Veil Keeper. That could be fun.
Oh, if that's the case, then I want to be a player.
Oh yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you first, Dudley. But yeah, like I said, my name is Turmentic. You all are beautiful. This community is beautiful. I love all of you. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm spent.
All right.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Good night.
Take it easy, guys. Good night.
All right,
everybody.
everyone have a wonderful night.
Bye.
All right, wait, one big one real quick before we leave, okay, Chris?
Yeah, what's up?
One big gang.
Gang.
All right,
Definitely
we're out.
water.
We're out.